Yep. All right, here we are for the last game of the week. Mambas versus Bombers again. Caden Rice making his Mo Wiff debut with the Mambas. Caden was selected 6th overall, I believe. I believe it's 6th overall.
Second Mambas pick of the
second Mambas pick of the first round. I believe they had 4 and 6. His first pitch of Mo Wiff is a ball. So if you're at this point and you haven't seen game 1, at this point it will be live up on our YouTube, so make sure you go back and watch it. If you don't want any spoilers, I wouldn't stick around for this one because we'll probably spoil the first game. There's a strike.
2-1. I know how to use this now.
Oh, just inside as he gets a piece of Ethan there and he screams a little bit. You know, there's nothing better than getting hit by a pitch and screaming like a little girl. I do it as well. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Well, the fact he smiled about it, too, is also a fun indication of everything.
Yeah, you know, Ethan is a fun guy. He likes to have fun while he plays some wiffle ball at a high level here. 3-2. Caden is a tough one because there's not a whole lot of film for cut fast pitch wiffle ball out of him, as he does play in some MLW tournaments with the CI prospects. But his experience here at Mo Wiff is limited to these 5 pitches he's thrown here. Oh, gets the elbow.
Hey, I don't think that was going to be a strike, but that was hit, man. It wasn't going to be a strike, but I agree. Yeah, I think it was a ball. Yeah.
We'll call it a foul.
I agree with you.
I'd call it a foul.
A little bit of a
disagreement because he doesn't know how to keep his elbows down.
Yeah, a little bit of a discussion there on whether or not he leaned into it or not.
So what do we decide?
Are we calling it no pitch?
That's only 4.
That would only be 4 unless we also call it a no pitch. All right, we are going with the full count here. Full count. All right. There we go. He gets him swinging. It just occurred to me that this microphone that's in front of me is not plugged in, and I am just talking to an iPad. I don't believe him, so I'm going to do it anyways. Because I think I'm smarter than your average bear. There's a ball there. Let's see, where are the audio settings? Built. Oh, auxiliary 2. How about that? 2. Not sure there. These are weird that the audio settings don't let you change which audio device it's connected to. A little bit odd. Yeah, I'm not sure what auxiliary channel 2 is there as he fouls that one back. I don't know what the count is. I've been messing with the settings. 2-2. Apologize. I'll try to stay a little more focused here for the game cast. There's a ball. 3-2. Fouls it off. Still 3-2. All right, Cam Smith, captain of the Bombers. His brother Cole Layton, captain of the Mambas, gets him to hold up there. Full count. Swing and a miss, and that's the second out of the inning. Just don't understand. Very mediocre technology here. There's a good strike 1. Struck out. Ball high. 1-1. Tommy Dwyer, one of the prettiest swings from the right-hand side in the league. He gets that thing whipping in there. 2-1. Bit of a free swinger, but when he makes contact, he can do some damage for sure. There's a big swing and a miss.
James, there's no camera in front of us.
Oh, there's not? Okay.
Could be. There's a ball, 3-2. Now there's a camera in front of us. What are we doing?
I was trying to bend over in front
Oh, gets him swinging. 3 outs, heading to the bottom of the first inning now. 0-0.
Nothing. You're too tall for me. I wouldn't even look.
Well, that's the extra inning rules. Mo Wiff has some specific rules that need to be accounted for. We play 5-inning games or 50 minutes, 7 runs per half inning. Today's games are only 45 minutes due to weather. 5 balls in our league is a walk. When you get to a walk situation, the pitcher and batter will decide if it is a 56 and under or a double walk. The batter can choose to bat, and then the pitcher must decide, is he going to throw 56 miles an hour or under, or put him on second base. Infield balls must be attempted to be caught here, as we don't have any base runners, so we don't want any shenanigans that can be challenged the effort of the fielder. After a tie of 5 innings, we will go over the extra inning rules, but as of right now, we do not need to cover those. But a single in this format is any ball that gets through the infield. A double is if it lands on the fly in the outfield. A triple is off the fence, and a home run, everybody's favorite, is over the wall.
Triple, the hardest hit to have in this game.
Season 5 is brought to you by Audi Kirkwood. Check them out for all your used and new car needs. They also do services and other maintenance that your vehicle may need. Make sure you check out Audi Kirkwood. I now have what I'm supposed to say in front of me, but I winged that one off the top of my head. We are talking about the American League sponsor. This is Alex Eggert Photography. Our one and only Alex Eggert also does photography for the league, so all of our social media posts are done by Alex's pictures. So if you're looking to freeze those unforgettable moments in time, look no further than Alex Eggert Photography. Whether it's scoring the winning goal, celebrating with your family milestone, or embracing your senior year, we've got you covered. Book a session today. Make every moment click. On the hill for the Bombers is going to be Johnny Gunn. Oh, Alex Eggert Photography is up in front of Johnny Gunn. Johnny Gunn making his first start of the season 5 here. Johnny is a developing young arm. He pitches well over at NWA, a little bit different style, so he's trying to learn the style here at Mo Wiff and translate that over to be that number 2 pitcher this Bombers team desperately needs if they want to make a serious run for the playoffs. Last year, Johnny did start to develop near the end of the last year and looked pretty good going into the postseason. So Captain Cam Smith is looking for him to take another step here in his second season, as that's ball 1 to Cole Layton. Goes down low for a tall guy and gets the first strike. Johnny Gunn stands in at 7'3", 165 pounds.
So good.
There's been debate if we should move the mound back because of guys like Johnny Gunn. He basically can touch home plate while he's pitching 3-1. He's got good movement on those balls. He's just got to figure out where to start them in order to hit the zone. Needs a little bit more competitive pitches if he's going to get people to chase that movement. And that is the toughest part about Mo Wiff to some extent, is we do pitch from 48 feet away. So that ball can move a lot from the mound to home plate. We got a 4-1 count here on Cole Layton. One of the best hitters in the league, for sure. That is ball 5. I would imagine they put him on second base. I don't think pitching to Cole at 56 and under is what you want to do to start this game. So runner on second now with nobody out. Here's Chandler Melton, who got a hold of one off Cam Smith last game. Unfortunately, that guy on the hill is 37 feet tall and just had to catch it at about chin level. But here he is starting him off with strike 1, a good pitch there. Chandler new to Mo Wiff, but not new to Wiffle Ball. He plays for the CI Prospects as well. They travel around playing a lot of tournaments, a lot of MLW tournaments, a little bit different format, but he is known for being a prolific hitter. Big swing and miss out in front of it, 1-2. I would imagine that by the end of the season, having Cole Layton and Chandler Melton in this, that is an illegal pitch. It was cute, but it's illegal. That's a ball. So 2-2 now, after a no pitch there, basically. Easy, a free ball because the commissioner of the league did not pass along the rules to his own players. 3-2. Swing and a miss. First out of the inning. It's going to bring up Parker Bunch. Parker Bunch has been in the league since the start of it.
Bunches of oats.
Bunch of oats.
This is a little bit of a rivalry, the Mambas versus Bombers, due to both the bloodlines of the captains, but also Cam versus Parker Bunch, and whether or not he leaned into it is always a classic argument throughout the games.
Whoa. Story time.
It happens many times. Multiple times throughout the career of Parker Bunch, matching up against Cam Smith, pitches inside. Cam has deemed that Parker has leaned into it.
Oh, Parker leans into everything.
And it has been a debate at whether or not that's his natural motion to swing or if he is purposely leaning out over the plate, and that has caused some brotherly arguments out here at the park. Nothing serious, but always up for debate. Which is a bit ironic due to the fact that the Bombers questionably leaned into one already into this game. So a definitely interesting topic here for this matchup. 3-1 now. Parker Bunch versus Johnny Gunn. Johnny, if he's going to be successful tonight, is going to need to find that zone, and Parker helps him out there. 3-2. Ooh, off the hands, full count. Good pitch there with the full count for the second out. If you are enjoying our Wiffle Ball content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're going to continue to try and live stream on Thursdays. It was a bit of a failure tonight, but we will stream over there on Twitch. Make sure you check out our full programming Monday through Sunday. There's always something for you and your Wiffle Ball needs. Here's Caden Rice now up to the bat with the runner on second. 2 outs, ball high. Big swing at the over the top of that curve. 1-1. Another one of those drops, but this one starts a little higher and does not get Caden to chase. 2-1 now. Oh, he gets him on that one. 2-2. I don't know that Johnny has thrown a whole lot of strikes, but these Mambas are looking to do some damage here. So they're willing to swing. 3-2 now. You can check out our merch store on our website, mowiff.com. Cheer on your favorite team at any time, full count. We got t-shirts, hoodies, bags, anything you could possibly want. We've got merch over at mowiff.com. Click the merch tab.
We even got glasses now.
Glasses?
Like Gucci glasses,
oh,
glasses.
That is ball 5 now. All right, so we do have our 55 and or 56 and under here. It is okay. He's going to not do it, but if that were to come up again, 56 and under, it is a 4-pitch at bat. Any type of strike is an out, other than a foul ball. And if he does not put the ball in play through 4, he is awarded second base. All right, here we go. James Dutton against Johnny Gunn. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch is a ball. Johnny Gunn going to pick up the ball. That loose ball in the field could be dangerous if something would hit off of it. It is a single. Oh, Dutton gets a piece of that one, foul. Moving forward, we will be looking to add more camera angles. We had a lot of tech issues tonight. 2-1. But we're just happy to be producing content at this point. There's a ball high, 3-1.
3-1.
31.
All right, Johnny struggling to find the zone. If you're the Mambas, I would be very patient at this point. There it is, 4-1. I'd be willing to say, I'd be telling James he's got a red light here. Full count now. Now here's always the tough part of an at bat like this is you want to drive in these runs, but I question, can Johnny throw another strike here? He struggled to find the zone. Do you roll the dice and just say, hey, I'm not swinging and I'm going to make him beat me? And that is ball 5. So we probably will see
Let's go.
a 56 and under here.
Come on.
So now this is 4 pitches. If these are not strikes, he will be on second base and a run will score. If he swings and misses, he's out. Foul ball, it continues. There's pitch 1. And it was over 56, so it would not matter. That is pitch 1. Johnny Gunn really hoping that he's got a nasty 56 and under here to prevent any potential runs. That ball is outside for pitch 2. Another one high for pitch 3. If he throws another ball here, runner will be on second base. That's the runner on second will advance to third and score a run with that runner on third, and the Mambas will take a 1-0 lead. That is what will happen if he can't find the zone here. This one finds the zone. He gets underneath it. That ball is popped up to Cam. Out number 3. Heading to the second inning now. 0-0. If you are watching this game, you are at the end of the week now. This will be the Sunday night game over on YouTube. Check out Fastpitch on Monday for all of the highlights from this week of Wiffle Ball. On Tuesday, make sure you check out the 3 Up, 3 Down podcast with Brian Hunter and Q Meyer. On Wednesday, Sam Skibby will be going live on Twitch around noon with 56 and under during his lunch hour. Noon is a good time to guess. If you do not catch it live, we will be uploading those to YouTube later. But if you're interested in interacting with Sam live over on Twitch, that will be around the lunch hour with 56 and under. We will once again try again next Thursday with the live streams over on our Twitch channel as well. Game 1s are on Friday at 6 p.m. Games 2 and 3 are on Saturday at 1 and 7, or 1 and 6. And Sunday night will be this game here that you're watching right now. Here's Johnny Gunn now against Caden Rice on the hill for his second inning of work. Good pitch there on the outside corner. I tell you what, if you're the Mambas, you like what you're seeing out of Caden Rice thus far early on in his debut. I don't think he went there as it's 2-1. I'm starting to learn that the best way to give people information out here is to just make it sound like I'm commentating it. Big swing and a miss, 2-2. Another hold up, 3-2 here. Getting a little chilly here in the late game as it wasn't super warm once the rain hit. Ball 4, full count. 4-2 is a full count here at Mo Wiff. And he gets him swinging for the first out of the inning. Whoa. All right, that brings up Ethan Weiner now. In between at-bats here, we do want to thank UCC STL as one of our division sponsors. UCC STL will collect on court judgments awarded to you and or your business. Make sure you head over to uccstl.com if you're interested in that. There's a strike there as it's now 1-1. UCC STL has been with us since the beginning, so it is a sponsor that I pretty much know what to say. There's a ball low, 2-1. Might have fouled back, 2-2 now. I apologize. Ethan is one of those guys that can get bat to ball on just about any pitcher. He would like to see that translate to more hits this season, as he had a solid season last year, but I think he feels he's a better player than that.
He finished in second in the Rookie of the Year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was second in Rookie of the Year. But I think he'd tell you he expects a little bit more out of himself, as he is a traveling wiffle ball player and has played at some of the highest levels. Full count now. But you know what? It is a tough league the way our format is, because there's ball 5. I imagine they're going to put him on second. There it is with the double walk. So runner on second base. Our format is a little bit tough, though, because you're versing some of the best pitchers in the nation, and you're facing them, you're playing at best twice a week, but there's lots of off time and 17-game season. So if you don't get rolling quickly, those stats don't necessarily reflect how good of a player you are when comparing to, maybe professional baseball or something like that. It is a tough league to have good numbers, because 17 games is not a lot when you're versing people throwing 100 miles an hour with a wiffle ball. 2-1 here against Cam Smith. Ball high. It is not uncommon for rookies to, have a little bit of command issues as they feel out the system, and early in the year for anybody. There's 4-1. Caden, one of those CI prospects that travels, plays a lot of wiffle ball, and now is bringing their talents here to Chesterfield, Missouri at Miracle Field. 4-1 now to Captain Cam Smith. There's a good high strike there. Full count now. Just outside, that will be ball 5. I'd have to imagine it's now second and third on the walk. So that will bring up Tommy Dwyer. Now the thing about Tommy Dwyer is you do not want to put him in a 55 or 56 and under. Sorry, we have up this. Oh, there it is. It's up the middle. Cole's going to let it go for Chandler. Chandler makes the play. Out number 2.
And that's how a pitcher should feel.
I thought Cole might cut him off there, Cole being sure-handed, but he does leave it for Chandler to make the play. That brings up Johnny Gunn now. 2 on, 2 outs. Bombers threatening here. A little inside. I am getting rather chilly, but we're toughing it out there. There's a high swing there from Johnny. And I tell you what, Johnny is very tall, so for a high pitch to happen, it must have been really high. There's a good strike there, 1-2. Caden really bouncing back from some early walks here. Getting ahead of Johnny quickly. There's a ball low. He did get Johnny on that pitch earlier, but Johnny wisely lays off here. I tell you what, in the fast pitch format, walks for runs is a very common way to score. It's not the most exciting, but it is a common way to get runs across. 3-2. See you, man. He's got one extra ball to play with here. There's the high riser. It's now full. So you got 2 on, 2 outs, full count. Johnny Gunn. I imagine James is out there telling him, go right after him, get this guy. Don't play with him in this inning right here. Now as a pitcher, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I know that, of course. But sometimes it's nice. There's sure-handed Cole Layton going to make the play for out number 3. And Cole on the turf again. But it is out number 3. Heading to the 3rd inning now. And we are going to thank our All-Star Games sponsor, Commercial Drywall, a natural subcontractor specializing in commercial drywall, acoustical ceilings, and finished carpentry. Have a plan? Having a plan is important, but finding the right partner to execute that plan in a cost-effective manner is key. Check them out at commercialdrywallcorp.com, just like you see on the screen there. I can use some drywall. We actually have some water damage in one of our ceilings. Then I need to get that fixed. Lit Cigar Lounge is our Hitter of the Week sponsor. Lit Cigar Lounge is St. Louis's premier and whiskey bar located in Chesterfield, Missouri at the district. Find them at litstl.com. Go give them a follow on all social media. And our Pitcher of the Week is Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, hungry for some wings? Check out our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings in Wentzville, Missouri. I live in Wentzville, Missouri, and I am a big fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. Their Buffalo mac and cheese is my go-to. Big fan of them over there in Wentzville. And Ink Spot Tattoo Shop is our Mo WIFF Classic sponsor. Make sure you head to our website or social media to find out information about our Mo WIFF Classic tournament. I believe it's Labor Day weekend this year. Bottom of the second inning now. Eggert going to take ball one. Johnny Gunn. Big strike there, 1-1. Just outside, ball two. Oh, Alex puts this ball in play right back to Johnny Gunn on the mound, but he's going to make a nice, clean play for the first out of the inning. That brings up Cole Layton now with one away. Cole, a very patient hitter. He's going to make the pitcher work, but he can do some damage if he gets something to get a hold of. There's 1-0. Another one low, ball two. Big swing there for the first strike of the at-bat. Johnny Gunn has thrown 40 pitches, 25 balls, 15 strikes. That ball is high, 3-1. On the other side, Caden Rice through 2 innings has thrown 49 pitches. There's a foul tip. He threw 29 balls and 20 strikes. So as you see here, we have effectively wild strategies on the hill, which can be difficult as the hitter because they're throwing enough strikes to get outs. There's a foul back. They're throwing enough strikes to get outs, but they're making themselves work out there, which can be a tough strategy for making it through the game. Oh, Cole goes the other way with it. That's going to be a single as he picks up a hit. I believe Cole Layton at some point was sitting at 97 career regular season hits. So I don't know how he's done tonight to get that total, but he is definitely approaching 100 regular season hits. I wish I would have been able to pay better attention tonight to know that. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking regular season only. Those stats are career for across the board that we've posted in the past. So a lot of our posts are for career numbers, but his regular season, he may be at the 100 mark, depending on what he's done. Ooh, I was actually just thinking of getting hungry. Thought there might have been a ball in there, but 1-1. Ball low. 2-1 now. Oh, there's 2 in here. I thought it broke in half. 2-2 count now. 1 on, 1 out. Big swing and a miss. I do need to get better at putting these little scoreboard things up. But there's a lot of buttons I'm trying to remember how to use. The little home run strikeout walk button. I just didn't get in the habit of it tonight with all the other issues we had. So we'll get there. We promise you, if you stick with Mo WIFF throughout the season and subscribe and follow all of our social media, things will be improving throughout the seasons, absolutely. You've already seen that in a lot of back-end content that's already on there right now, through our podcast, through our highlight videos. Those things we've really stepped it up this year. And the game broadcasts, we're also working on getting those to that next level. But with that comes bumps and bruises.
I just heard them say that. I got a little scared.
3-1 now, Parker Bunch. Ball low. There's a good strike there. Full count now with 2 outs. Parker Bunch has some serious left-handed power if he gets a hold of one here. There's that good drop ball. Strikes him out looking. We are heading to the top of the 3rd inning now. Still 0-0. 15. We want to thank another sponsor, PCI, Promotional Consultants. Something about signage and your brand and stuff like that, but Brian has a lock on his phone that I can't ever get into. PCI believes that strategy and ideation are essential steps to finding the right brand and merchandise, apparel, awards, signage solutions to both enhance your promotional marketing and employee recognition. Please give them a follow and check them out at promotionalconsultants.com. Gametime Tournaments, a locally family-owned and operated baseball, and softball tournament company. Play at your skill level with no additional fees and flexible scheduling. Check them out at playgametimestl.com for more information. The Hitting Zone. They held our spring training event. The Hitting Zone is a fantastic indoor baseball facility. They have batting cages, workout facilities. Check them out. Hitting Zone. If you are interested in sponsoring this league and helping us put this product on, please reach out on any social media. We would appreciate anyone and everyone that is interested in helping out. No donation too big, no donation too small. Everything helps here at MO WIFF. So if you are interested in helping support, please let us know. Ball low. That's a bit rude.
I haven't changed my diet.
Just beat the ball.
Strike one. 1-1.
I mean, there's something else in it, but I don't know.
Gets him to hold up there. 2-1. It's outrageous. That was a good strike there. 2-2.
He doesn't. It doesn't look like he's throwing as hard as he actually is. But Caden actually, he's got some decent speed with it, and I mean, he's just crafty.
Yeah, he's one of those guys out here. He's not throwing 100, but he's throwing hard enough that with his movement and his location, it's tough to play. I think. Pitch calling a strike there as he goes down. I think it was close enough. I'd probably call it too.
It looked like to me that I was right on the line, so that's why I looked.
I feel
It
like
wasn't egregious. I know that, but I mean,
I do say that I'm not 100% sure, but I actually believe that the check swing rule in Major League Baseball, which is what we would fall back to, is actually not so much about breaking the plane. It's more about the intent on if you feel that you were trying to make contact with the ball.
Do the refs know that though? Because I don't know if the umpires know that.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. Like there's a plane that if you break, you absolutely intend it. But I think if you have a lot of intent, then it's also. If I'm wrong, comment down below. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me what the real rule is. I could be pulling that out of my butt. It's very possible. I'm very good at that. I can make anything sound legit.
Just say with confidence, and it's true.
Yeah, it's kind of like those old social tests where you just walk in somewhere like you're supposed to be there and nobody will say anything to you. There you go. Good strike there.
Just walking like you own the place and
Right.
nobody asks you a question. Oh, man.
There's a big swing and a miss. That's that Cam Smith hack everyone knows and loves.
You got level with that one. I heard that win from here.
That's one of those swings from Cam that if he gets a hold of it on a night like tonight, it's going to go about 3 inches past the fence. On a regular night, that might be a double fence. There's a I have 4.
I got 3-2.
Now a full count. Ethan all over it. What a guy. It was horrendous, but
I thought it was full. Where's
I
he
know
at?
I had it. I don't know. That's what I had originally, and then you corrected me incorrectly. The double walk to Cam Smith. Big first strike to Tommy Dwyer. Almost makes you wonder when he walks a guy like Cam Smith and then comes right in and peppers the zone to the next guy. It kind of makes you wonder, was it a Cam's either going to chase or I'm going to put him on situation? Because I think that's a common strategy against the Bombers right now is, it's not so much we're going to let Ethan and Cam beat us. We're going to make someone else on this roster beat us. There's a big swing and a miss on a nasty drop ball. Second out of the inning. Find myself wiggling a lot just to stay warm. Big strike there. Caden really could be bringing home this idea that we weren't pitching to Cam there. because he has gone right after these next two guys. 1-1. Caden up to 67 pitches tonight. Good strike there. Does not show any signs of wear and tear. It is his first start of the season.
He's moving out there, too. He's not, like, breathing. He's not anything. He's ripping and ripping.
Yeah, you know, I think on a night like tonight, as the pitcher, you probably don't mind it being a little chillier because you're not as hot, not as worked up, as long as you're nice and loose. Ooh, a good pitch there, but Johnny wisely lays off. Really battling here. Oh, right off the thigh.
Yeah.
You know what? He kind of made some noises like he lives for that.
4-2. If that's what full is, I don't even know.
Full count here to Johnny. Johnny considerably taller than this strike zone.
It stands up there and looks like me.
Yeah, it's one of those looks like Tarzan, bats like Jane as he goes down swinging. Heading to the bottom of the third inning, still 0-0. We have mentioned a few times tonight, make sure you are fully aware of all your MO WIFF programming. Mondays is Fastpitch, which is a highlight of all games that happened in the previous week. We then on Tuesday have the 3 Up 3 Down podcast where you get a little bit behind the scenes, a little insight, a little analytical, maybe some guests from inside the league, maybe some from without. You never know what you're going to get on the podcast, but it's always high quality content. On Wednesdays, live streamed over on Twitch is 56 and Under with Sam Skibby. If you're interested in participating in that live in the chat, head over to Twitch. Otherwise, it will be on YouTube shortly after. All of our games Monday through Friday will be re-uploaded on YouTube as we try to stream live on Thursdays. That did not go well this week, but we will continue to work at that. But if the live streams aren't working, they can always be watched Monday or Friday through Sunday. Full games will be posted. This broadcast will be posted as you're probably watching it. So here we go. We are heading into the bottom of the third. Johnny Gunn goes into the third inning with 56 pitches. And he's going to face off against Caden Rice here. Big strike one. I just realized we don't have the... Oh, there it is. The Season 5 logo was in a different spot, so I didn't have it clicked on in this one. I think because we had more cameras set up last time, it was pushed back a little farther, so I didn't even see it. What I am noticing is this iPad's camera is not as nice as the other one's is. So when I look at Johnny Gunn, it's a little bit grainier when I do the close-up of Johnny. What I am interested in, for anybody that's listening, is that we are talking about improving the content. I have 4 of the newest iPad for my company, and I can't for the life of me understand why I have 4. Because I think I only need 3. So we might get creative. I also don't need any of them next weekend, so maybe I'll bring one of those with me. Bigger storage, brand new camera, might be the go-to for next week. So we don't have to keep hopping around, and that'll leave 2 league cameras as that's ball 5. He's going to take the single walk.
Come on, Dud, we say, babe.
It's all right. Rookie learning the rules over there, and that's all right. It is a bit of a confusing format as we do switch from fast pitch to medium pitch when needed. So it is a little out of the norm as he takes the single walk and probably regrets that a little bit. But you know what? If I'm the Mambas, you tell them shake it off. We'll do some damage either way. I think at this point the Mambas definitely need to be patient up there. Let Johnny work. Make him prove he can throw consistent strikes. Because there has been a lot of balls. There's been some helping him out. And there's been some nasty strikes. Right as I said it, there's one of those nasty strikes. He slowed that one down.
And that thing hit the back of the strike zone, coming down at the outside of that
top end.
Yeah.
That was a nasty drop ball there.
Ephus.
Oh, and because of that nasty strike 2, he gets James Dutton to chase that one for strike 3. 1 away.
Nothing you're gonna do about that.
So excited.
Johnny Gunn focusing in here now against Alex Eggert. Ball high. So you got a little bit different perspectives here as the Bombers are batting 4 and the Mambas are batting 6. So when you bat 5, you do get the extra fielder over the batting 4. 5 and more gets you 1 extra fielder than batting 4. But so the Mambas are taking advantage of that +1. Alex Eggert puts this ball in play back to Johnny Gunn, who's going to make a nice clean play and miss the double play. So there is 2 outs now, but no double play. All he had to do was hit the strike zone from there, but he probably rushed it a little bit.
Hey, Jason, how much time?
4 minutes. 4 minutes here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner on first for Cole Layton. Cole Layton 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. And by today, I mean this game. Because we do play all our games in the same day. But for the sake of this commentary. Oh, there's that drop ball. Cole looked like he might have been sitting on it, but that one was just a bit slower than his swing.
He's going out the left. This will be fun.
I'm not sure that that's a good thing for Cole. As he is a right field hitter. That could hit into the wind in that situation. There's another ball high. I think Cole, that first pitch is what he wanted. He was just way out in front of it. Now the question is with the runner only being on first base, how much does Cole really see here in this at-bat? And how much does the Bombers and Johnny Gunn just pass along to Chandler Melton and say, hey, rookie, beat us? There's that drop again, but Cole lays off of this one, 4-1. 2 minutes on our 45-minute timer remaining. So with the Mambas being home team here, if time were to expire before the next inning, we will go into our extra innings. Big strike 2.
I think you could have sent that one over the second fence.
I was debating on something.
What am I looking at here? Ball inside is ball 5. That is 5. They're going to put him on second. It'll be second and third now.
Come on.
Double walk. That's going to bring up rookie Chandler Melton now with runners on second and third, 2 outs. There's that drop ball right off the top of the zone. That was a big pitch for Johnny because he gets out in front now, which means you probably will see a little bit more aggressive hitter. There's another good strike. Johnny locking in right here. Ooh, good hold up there, 1 and 2. Is this John Paul Gunn locking in for this at bat?
He says he doesn't want to be called that. He says only his mom's allowed to call him. So I'm thinking when Pat says
JPG.
When Pat says it, it's a game.
JPG on the hill, 2 and 2. I kind of like the 3-letter initial there. JPG. Back up the middle, and what a play by Johnny to come off the mound and get the 3rd out. No, that definitely wasn't 3 minutes.
You got 1:18.
9:47. 9:47. So the debate here is, do we just go to the extra inning due to time restraints of our field rental? So they are discussing if they want to go to the bases loaded full inning or a clean inning. I don't know what the decision was here, so hope clean inning. Looking around, other people are still in the park, so we're not worried about getting kicked out at this moment in time. Top of the 4th? Oh, I don't have that, so yes.
Yeah.
Ethan Weiner leading off the inning. You're still here. That's true. Here we go, Caden Rice. Working for the 4th inning now of his debut. He has thus far bunch of goose eggs in the Bombers scoreline. That's going to bring up Ethan Weiner now to lead it off for the Bombers. The Bombers would love some late inning heroics here. Big swing and a miss. I'm cold.
Yeah, I definitely wish I were taller size.
There's the ball. 1-1 now. Once again, Mo Wiff is brought to you by Audi Kirkwood. Big swing and a miss there, 1-2. Audi, a big part of why we are able to do everything we do, along with many other sponsors. But Audi is our season 5 premium sponsor. 2-2. Caden Rice reaches into the bucket to grab a new ball. 2-2 count now to Ethan Weiner. Ball low. Oh, battling up there as he fouls that ball off.
Yeah, ball's broke.
Oh, what a pitch. Not only was that pitch nasty movement, nasty location, but he had a little more juice on that because his entire body was very behind on that. He was not expecting that extra giddy up out of Caden out there. Caden.
The ball kind of explodes when it's coming downhill.
Oh, up and into Cam. You know what? That might have been on purpose after Cam a little trash talk in game 1. There's the ball low. There's another one low, 3-0. You know, it is going back to what we talked about the last time this happened. Caden all over the zone for Ethan. And it doesn't look like, it looks like you're getting the old-fashioned unintentional, intentional walk every time Cam's coming up here. Cam slips a little bit, but it is ball 5. It does look like the strategy here is to either Cam chases or we're not going to give him anything to hit. And I'd be lying if I didn't tell my team the exact same thing going into this series. So it is a common practice around here. Tommy Dwyer comes right at him with strike 1. Caden locking in here. Just misses low. Ooh, off the pool noodle, which is the bottom part of the zone to help us decipher what is plastic and what is not for our strike zone. Oh, out in front of that one, 2-2. Just high, 3-2. 3-2. Bombers looking for a little late inning life here against Caden, but there's a big strike 3 on that inside corner, 2 away now.
Go, Katie.
Careful there, Rook.
We have had off and on slight drizzle out here, which has made the field a little slick. Here we go. Johnny Gunn takes ball 1. Good pitch there, 1-1. Two one as that one skips in the left-handed batter's box. Johnny has been battling all night. Has not seen any fruit for that labor, though, as he'd like to get into that stat column. 3-1 here now to Johnny Gunn. Caden looks in. Oh, big swing and a miss on that high riser. I would say the high riser is probably the #1 chase pitch in wiffle ball, as it looks good coming in, and then it just rises right over your bat. That pitch is going to pepper the zone for the 3rd out, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning now. Mambas looking to try and walk it off here in regulation, otherwise we will go to bases loaded extra innings. Once again, we want to quickly thank all of our sponsors: Audi, Kirkwood, Alex Eggert Photography, UCC STL, Commercial Drywall Corp, Lit Cigar Lounge, Buffalo Wild Wings, Ink Spot Tattoo Shop, Promotional Consultants, Gametime Tournaments, and the Hitting Zone. So Johnny Gunn out there on the mound says he's ready to go. And Parker Bunch steps in for the Mambas. This is the last half inning of regulation. So the Mambas are looking to take this game here with a little late inning heroics. Otherwise, we will go to the bases loaded extra inning. That ball is low. Big swing and a miss on that drop for 1-1. Parker helped Johnny Gunn out there a bit, but that was a very good pitch, tough to lay off. There's that high drop, but this one not going to hit the zone. 2-1. Little drizzle starting to pick up. I can hear it on our covering. That ball is outside, 3-1. I tell you what, it'll be an interesting extra inning, as pitchers have been effectively wild tonight. Parker has officially cost himself a walk at this moment in time, as there's been 5 pitches that have not hit the zone, but we have a 3-2 count. Parker goes up the middle, and that's going to be a single, as Cam tried to surfboard his way into the infield, but instead it is a single to lead off the inning now. If I'm the Mambas, I'm probably just not swinging the rest of the inning. Not until he proves it. There's ball high. Pitch like that, though, is not going to warrant much look, as that ball is not that close. Big swing from Caden. Caden was looking in the parking lot on that swing, as he was trying to put one into the highway out there. He wanted to end that game right there. But what better time on a 1-0 count than to just say, hey, I'm giving this one my all. Let's see if I can give it a ride. Ooh, as he gets a piece of that one as well. All right, 1-2 now. He's going to shorten up and try and be quick to the ball. There's the ball, 2-2. Was that off the head?
No. He said he should have.
There's the first out of the inning on the strikeout. 1 on and 1 out now, James Dutton. Speaking of guys that can put it into the highway. Ball inside. Johnny Gunn working a high-pressure situation here. Oh, Dutton almost slipped into a swing there, but he holds up very well. Two and 0 now. Ball inside, 3-0.
3-0.
I would have to, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little too passive in this situation, but if I'm Dutton, I probably just don't swing. Now it's 4-0, and I'd be betting the house that he can't throw 3 straight strikes here. 4-1. Johnny Gunn probably going to lose me my house right here, but let's see what he's got. There it is. There's ball 5.
And you get to keep the house.
They're going to take the single walk and make Johnny Gunn throw strikes.
With the win today, it's like, fuck, you hit a pop-up, it's coming straight back to the pitcher.
First and second now, 1 away. Here we go, Alex Eggert. There's a ball inside, 1-0. You can hear the Mambas bench relaying to their hitters. He is struggling to find the zone now. Be very patient. And that is absolutely what I think you do this late in the game, as Johnny Gunn has found himself up into the 101 pitches?
Yeah, 101.
101 pitches for Johnny Gunn tonight in the 4th inning. There you go, 3-0. There you go. There's nothing more demoralizing as a pitcher than watching the batter just back out before it's in there. I just saw a major leaguer do that the other day, but I'm blanking on who it was. There was a major leaguer stepping out, basically saying you can't throw a strike.
David Ortiz used to do it.
3-2 now on the check swing. Johnny Gunn says, I appreciate that one, as he should. And I know that feeling very well. Alex in a tough spot here with 1 away. As he goes down swinging. Big pump. Big fist pump from JPG. That's going to bring up Cole Layton. What bigger moment than Cole? First and second, 2 outs against his brother Cam's team. There's a good high drop for the first strike. That's a big pitch there because that really sets the tone for the at-bat. Shows you got to consider it. Gets him to swing at the high riser. 0-2. Whoa, attempted the ephus, like a faster ephus type pitch there, but does not come down out of the stratosphere. 1-2 now, Cole Layton.
Come on, Cole, let's say 2-4, pick me up.
That ball's hit right to Cam. Cam's going to make the play for the 3rd out. We are going to head to extra innings, so we get to use the extra inning graphic. So each team will start with bases loaded if the game is still tied, which it currently is. Both teams will compete in a home run. Oh, if it's still tied after this extra inning, they will compete in a home run derby. So right now we are doing bases loaded, nobody out for the extra inning. After that, we will go to a home run derby, which is kind of like a shootout style. Both teams will pitch to themselves and alternate home runs. You'll go until a team does not hit one, or if both teams hit.
Miss at the bottom. Extra tiebreaker. And then just so tap on 3rd, and then just put like tap the name. So not just put.
All right, here we go. Caden Rice now is going to have nobody out. Bases loaded, tied 0-0 here. Ethan Weiner leading off for the Bombers. This is a lot of pressure for the young rookie, as unfortunately a lot of good pitching outings at Mo Wiff have ended in losses due to this format. It's a tough way to go, but at least he has secured his team at least a point with the extra inning. So they will receive 1 point. There's a big strike there. So a win is 2 points, an extra inning loss is 1. A regulation loss is no points. You're just a big fat loser. Here we go now, 0-1 now to Ethan Weiner with the bases loaded. Does not chase that one, 1-1. At this point, cold is an understatement out here. It's wet, it's windy.
Let's go.
Big swing and a miss, 1-2. And it's one of those things that when you've been in and out it, when you've been out in it for 4 or 5 hours now, your body it's done. So this is tough situation here for Caden in his rookie debut, but he's looking poised out there, 2-2.
Sorry,
I was thinking you need to get some Mo Wiff blankets from the merch store.
Yeah, if you were ever chilly, check out the merch store at mowiff.com. We have a blanket that'll keep you warm. Wish I had one right now, or even like 3 or 4 Mo Wiff hoodies on me.
what we just said.
I actually loaded up a cart of stuff that I thought was interesting. Oh, big foul ball there. I was in the Mo Wiff store earlier, I was like, I need to get some more merch, and I loaded up a cart of anything that I thought was interesting, went to check out, and it was like $240. So I went back and started removing stuff because I didn't want to spend $240 on more clothes.
Let's go! Big time.
Big swing and a miss, first out. Ethan, a very good at bat. He was right on it. Now, this is going to be interesting because it seems like Caden has kind of pitched around Cam tonight, but now he doesn't really have any choice. He's got to go right at him and get him here. So this is going to be an opportunity to see some pitches.
Yes, sir.
Big strike one. Now, you could look at it the other way, though. That Cam hasn't seen a lot of good pitches tonight, so he hasn't gotten a lot of experience here. Let's see how this works out for him. Ooh, good pitch there. What's great about that pitch is it looked just like the last one, but this one actually dropped below the zone. Cam wisely lays off there. It's really tough to see back-to-back pitches, especially when the first one hits the zone and the second one does not. You see a lot of people chase in that situation. Right now, 2-1. That ball is high, 2-2. No, thank you. Here we go now, Caden. Looking in now against Cam Smith. Bases loaded, one away. Cam wisely lays off there, 3-2.
Whoa. 4-1.
It's 3-1.
4-1. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. 4-1. Almost got my ass kicked. Whoa, off the shoulder. He's going to take the run there. There was a little second of debate. Should he go to the 55 and under? But we're not going to. He's not going to take the risk there. He's going to secure at least one run, make the Mambas score to answer. There's a good strike there.
Dwyer stepped up the box here, cutting the inside part of the corner.
The little things in this game.
Babe, way ahead.
0-2 now. Oh, off the shoulder, 1-2. Strikes him out. Absolutely blew it by him. Second out. All right. JPG up to bat. Big strike one.
The intent was not there.
I tell you what, this game, big swing and a miss, 1-2. If you caught the preview for these games this week, this game is exactly what we mentioned. The Bombers will absolutely wait you out and take their runs that way. Which in fast pitch Wiffleball, big strike out there. He gets out of it with only the one run. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Now it is 1-0 Bombers, but the Mambas will get an opportunity to answer now. Cam pretending to warm up there just to put a little fear in their heart. But it will be Johnny Gunn back out there for his bases loaded inning. He's going to let him try and finish what he started. He's going to have to find the zone. He's going to have to find it quick if he's going to keep this Mambas team off the scoreboard. This is a tall order for somebody at 109 pitches going into the extra inning. Caden finished his night at 114 pitches. That is a lot of throws for a chilly first night for those young arms. Little powwow out on the mound between Cam Smith and his team.
Hey, end it right here. What do you say?
Getting in their heads, getting them ready for this extra inning. And Chandler Melton, the 4th overall draft pick. Opportunity here to do some damage. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ooh. Sitting on that drop, but that one didn't quite get to the plate, so he swings right over the top of it. The ball's outside, 1-1. Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2. These Mambas are in front of that drop ball. But it's also just falling off the table when it gets to the plate. Oh, he gets him on the little change piece, 1 away.
Go, Parker.
All right, here we go. Here's Parker Bunch. The Mambas got to do some damage here if they want to avoid being swept tonight. There's a ball high. Off of Parker, 2-0. Parker sees the first strike of the at-bat, 2-1. 2-1 count, bases loaded, 1 away. Oh, a good drop there, 2-2. Johnny's got that thing falling off the table right now. Ball inside. You know, there was a time on the internet when a lot of videos of cats knocking things off of tables and things like that. If we could get a nice little video of a cat knocking something off and then it's just his drop ball, that'd be aces. Oh, there's a shot the other way, and he makes the play. Oh, misses the double play, though. He bobbled initially, but he re-caught it in the air, so that is considered a clean catch for the second out. Had he bobbled and it touched the ground, that would have been a hit and a tie ball game. But a great recovery there from Johnny in midair, as now he's got 2 outs. Caden Rice with the opportunity to help himself here. Ball high.
It's back there.
Hit all the bases and could have held up.
Let's go, kid.
There's a big swing and a miss. Fouls it off.
My bad, I'm sorry.
All right, 2 outs. Strikes him out looking, and the Bombers are going to take this game 1-0 in extra innings. That will be a point for the Mambas, but ultimately a win for the Bombers as they come out on top. Thank you guys so much for liking. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow, subscribe, like the video. Make sure you check out all of our content moving forward. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week.